correct the first time around. Let's try putting that back to how it had been. Sometimes I get it right. I don't always get it wrong. I don't know if I actually have to. What is the RV? I don't know what RV is. No? Alright, let's just try much better explosion force. Probably forgetting something really dumb. I guess. I don't know. Alright, well let's before we go crazy with that, let's not try to apply our results. Let's just print out our result. So I won't deactivate that or anything, but like let's kind of like we were doing for the other print. Let's say let's add in so near so say I wonder if I can insert. Whoa! Oh, that's cool. I was trying to insert a new line, but that's also cool. Oh, I think /n is how you insert new lines. Maybe, I don't know. Actually, yeah. If anything, let's insert the new line first. If that is in fact how you insert new lines. Actually, I guess I can just test that. Is that how you insert new lines? Or can you even insert new lines here? No, that's not how you insert new lines. Alright, it'll all be on one line, but whatever. Okay, so yeah. It'll be like I'll just put some spaces in instead. Alright. There we go. So then also P plus equals M F M I M. So now we will see what all mobs get listed as proximal to each of the mobs that return from the first multi-scan. And they are they're each only returning one. Oh, no. Sometimes they're returning more than one. But I feel like they should actually be returning a lot. Because, like, 4 units is, or no, 1/4 of 7 units. Maybe that's just too small. 1/4 of 7. Look how tightly they're packed. Their diameter is 1 unit. So I feel like if you hit, like, one of those, you should hit, like, a lot of those. Yeah, and that one had 0 in proximity. No, something is awry there. Something is not working out quite right there. But what? But what? It's not even especially consistent, it doesn't feel like. Maybe I've forgotten some crucial aspect of how scan range multi works. Because it was hairy to implement. So... And I did it like a couple weeks ago, so... But actually instead, let's just try bumping up the range for now. So what if... I don't know. What if it was like half, for example? So now it should be quite a sizable range. And yet it's still just still only returning a few. Why? Why so few? Maybe the zero. Maybe I only meant to implement like passing zero into scan range multi. Maybe I didn't actually implement that because I remember thinking about it, and I must have at least partially implemented it because it's not literally returning zero results for each. But let's take a look. So n, yeah. What if n equals 0? Oh, excuse me. So if n equals 0, the return value is of length 0 initially. However, I think we address that later on. So that doesn't actually have a meaningful effect until much later, because for starters, we just take the excuse me. Smin equals 0 for int I equals 0. I is less than 151, which is the maximum range of the scan table that we're using. Sweep distance less than, and then sweep distance near I plus 1 is less than rmin. Smin equals I. What is the smin for? Oh, the minimum range for the sweep. We're just getting the where. So that's for the sweep table. That's determining where on the table to start looking. So yeah, I feel like this all does its thing, and like none of this actually cares about the number to return until further down. It basically, regardless of how many dudes you ask for, it still looks at basically all of them, and it does that so that it can return random results. I was actually gonna manicure the results so that you got different distribution patterns, or so that the explosions didn't land too near to each other, but then I don't know, I like a little randomness here and there. If it gets out of control, it's actually set up so that I can go back and edit that fairly easily. So if n equals 1, it just breaks. That's the part where it breaks early, and it's just got one, and then I'll have to remember that when implementing dash, because I'm gonna have to change some stuff for dash, because with dash it's actually excuse me, I don't know what's wrong. With dash it's actually advantageous to start with the furthest one, because you're more likely to sweep up a bunch of mobs along the way if you start with the furthest one. So I guess I'll kind of want to just invert that, maybe. Hopefully that won't be too high. So n equals 0. That's the ticket. So right, so CT is the total number of mobs found in the search results. So if CT is less than or equal to n, or if n equals 0, hypothetically it should just return all of them. Should just compile them all into one list and send them back out. So MI is the mob index. Maybe I accidentally assumed 0 for the hero instead of implementing that correctly. Huh. Well, yeah, the theme of today's stream is definitely like debugging, or like, you know, untying logic knots, because yeah, that's basically basically our main preoccupation today. I don't know. I'm probably using the mob index correctly. So I don't know. Maybe I won't worry right now about why we're getting weird results in terms of like what mobs come back from the second sweeps, and instead I can just work on getting the forces applied correctly to the mobs that do return, because we are getting some mobs back. Like, so this result says that we've randomly selected 3 mobs. It randomly selected 26, 10, and 7. It says that mobs 43, it says that mob 43 is next to 26. It says that mob 2 is next to 10. It says that mob 2 is next to 7. So, oh, one other fun thing that I just remembered. How does it return 0 results for 227? Mob 227. None of these mobs are near 0 mobs. All of these mobs are near some mobs. Ugh. Alright. Yeah, the other thing I just remembered is that yeah, we actually don't want center to be where we put it quite exactly. We could because we want site variability in center. So where am I calculating? Center, yeah. So it'll actually be like it'll be like random dot value. I like random values. Random value times 0.5 minus 0.25. It'll be that for the x and the z value. That's so that the explosion isn't directly underneath the mob at the quote unquote center of the target. That mob won't get blown directly up into the air. It'll be mostly up into the air, but there'll be like a little drift to it. I just remembered that we need to apply the knockback to that mob as well. So let's do that. So instead of m effect im, it's just srmi. And yeah, again, instead of m effect im, it's just srm. So, all right. Well, let's see if anything's getting knocked into the air now. What? Oh, right. I can't name them both offset. This will be offset alpha. The left. Offset A. Okay. So, I'm just gonna stop worrying about the polarity of the vector, because I'm going to say print new vector 0, 0, 0 minus new vector 3, 0, negative 1, 0, on start. What? Seriously? Oh, I forgot to close the parenthesis. And then that's, I don't know why I had to actually type that out. That should have been obvious, right? Yeah, I had it right the first time. Alright, so yeah. So we want to subtract the center from the position of the mob. Yerp. And then we want to add the, oops, too far. Alright, so yeah, we do want to subtract the center from the position of mob. And okay, so yeah, okay, right. Good. Let's do that. Alright, explosions. Alright, well, let's see what these vectors are about. So instead of just printing the index, let's see what sort of vectors we're actually calculating here. Print also their knockback vectors. And let's see how that goes. What is RV? Is that important? I wonder if that's important. So, alright, so yeah, their knockback vectors are getting zeroed out. So it's probably the knockback system that is preventing the physics from happening, because I assume so yeah, let's also say, wait, no, this doesn't necessarily make sense. If we're checking the offset here, then it shouldn't have time to get deleteriously affected by another system. It should literally just be, so alright, let's also print the result of this calculation. All of the prints, all of the information. So, survey says, yeah, it's all just zeros. Zeros, really? Zeros, you say? Zeros. Where are these zeros coming from? I don't know. I feel like I'm working with numbers, but apparently instead of numbers, I'm working with, I don't know. Alright, so then let's also print what we're calculating to be our centers. Yeah, so our centers make sense. Our centers sound accurate. They're all at negative 2.8, which is presumably... That's not a half of 7. I thought we left that at... Shouldn't that be half of 7? Oh, no, it's 7 times 0.4. Yeah. Okay. So 7 times 0.4, I guess. Right, okay, so... Yeah, the other stuff seems okay. So what's with the zeros, buddy? Alright, you know what? Heck with it. We are going to blow these suckers sky high. We're just going to... We're just going to give them their offsets as their new knockback vectors. Which should be insane. Should just, like, basically eliminate them from the map. We'll probably get, like, weird errors with the coordinate system because they're going to get blown so far. So far. I tell you. So far. Let's see how it works. Yeah. Oh, did it work? Boom. Oh. I forgot. That is great. It yeah, it definitely filters out by mob type. So the reason it kept returning so few results, it was returning the little yellow things in proximity. And so the ones that got exploded, of course, were not then the mobs. The ones that got exploded were the yellows. All right, so that makes more sense. And yeah, man, really getting blown places. So, all right, I'm gonna, instead of fixing that, I'm gonna just check to see if oh, right. And so the reason that had no effect is because... No, wait, it still doesn't explain the zeros. It still doesn't explain the 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Is it normalized divided by offset magnitude? Times... Oh, the power is probably 0. I'm probably so not the smart one. The power is totally 0. What is wrong with my brains? Alright. It's been a while since I've been on this project. Alright, well, so you know what? 0 doesn't make sense for powers. So powers are all starting at 1. Ranges are all starting at, like, I don't know, 5. Multipliers are all starting at 1. And then... Oops, no, that one, I put the speeds to 1, which is also fine. And then powers are all getting to... Alright. Alright. No. Well, we're not literally going nowhere. Alright, so now they should get knocked around just a little bit. Whoa! Oh, right, because, I'm affecting the mobs that actually get targeted, and I'm affecting the heroes and allies in proximity to the mobs that get targeted. So, all right, maybe. I mean, the thing I was thinking of doing was before is instead of having scan ranges centered around a specific mob necessarily, just center it around a point on the map. And then I guess I could specify what I want returned. No, you know what? I'm never going to scan range multi and want heroes returned or allies returned. So I can just change scan range multi to only ever return mobs. Just a slight terminological convention clarification. Mobs is the term that I use for the the green spheres, but I also keep allies and heroes in the array of mobs. So sometimes I say mobs to generically refer to all of them, and sometimes I say mobs to only mean the green ones. I should probably change that. Probably. I don't really have a better term for it. I can come up with a better term for it. But mobs is so easy to type. I'll come up with a better one. I'm sure I will. But first let's change scan range multi. Scan range multi originated from scan. I forget what they're called, but like I said, it leveraged the targeting system, and for the targeting system, like mobs didn't want to target their allies, so like the hero and allies never targeted each other, and they only ever targeted the green mobs, and the green mobs never targeted other green mobs. They only ever targeted the hero and the allies. So that's why there's that strange aspect of the scan range multi is currently working. I guess I just forgot to change that particular part. And actually no, it's not even in the scan range multi part, which is why when we looked at scan range multi, it wasn't showing anything. It's in the individual cell scanning, which is scan cell multi. Because in scan cell multi, it checks that mob type not equal, etc., etc. So instead of all that business, let's instead just say if mob type equal 2, because 2 is the green mobs. Right? Yeah. Yep. Wait, why did we check this twice? Huh. I don't know. Oh. Well, that's weird. Tail? Oh, alright, yeah. Yeah, alright, so mob type, if mob type mi is the epicenter? Wait, what does mi mean in this context? Yeah. Alright, this before I slaughter this logic, let's understand this logic. So currently it's checking that mob type mi is less than 2 and mob type's tail is equals 2. So less than 2 means a hero or an ally, 2 means a green mob. So either they're discrepant, like either they're truly of alternative types. Yeah, they're truly of alternative types. That's what. Okay, so I'm not slaughtering literally all of this logic. I'm only slaughtering this half of the logic, because we still want to make sure that. Oh, it doesn't return mobs that are already thrown into the air, which is interesting. That is also a remnant from the targeting system, because I didn't want my dudes just running around chasing dudes in the air if there were other dudes nearby. Because dudes that are in the air are probably flying away from them because they probably just got kicked into the air. Alright, so then why does the other part check the same sort of logic? I guess for the same reason. Wait, why does it iterate over this twice? Or why does, like... What is my computer doing? Why is it making weird noises? Alright. Well, yeah. I'll try this and see if it is not the correctness. I'll just type MI. I think MI is just the... I think I'm only passing in MI so that I know what is the mob type that originated this scan. So I think I probably don't even need to pass in MI. I think tail is actually what I care about. Yeah, look, it was only used for this checks. So yeah, I can just say tail, if mobs type tail equals to, and that other thing that we care about. Although I don't know that we necessarily even care about that anymore. So maybe I should just get rid of that now too. Because if a mob is just slightly above the ground, it could still get hit by an explosion. And we're tapering the explosions based on distance anyways. So yeah, let's get rid of that part too. So now we will, instead of returning just the mobs that are on the ground and are of a different type than the mob that originated the scan, we will just check if it's a mob. If it is a mob type 2. If it's a green mob. All the green mobs. All of them. Ha. Alright. So now everything will just magically work. Yay! What? Oh yeah, whoops. And now I have to change all the scan cell multis to not bother passing in the mob type anymore. And there are a lot of scan type multis. Wait, no, oh, I'm so not. Yeah, no, the reason yeah, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. Or I'm getting overly ambitious with these adjustments. I can't literally get rid of this check. I just need to add in a way to not be as stringent about this check. Right, so... No. I'm just getting nervous. But I was correct. I was correct in the first place. I can do this. I can do it. I believe in myself. I believe. Right. I did it. We did it. We changed the world. Made it a better place. So let's fire it up, see what happens. Did I leave the power on too high? Yep, way too high. Boom! So those are some explosions. If you've ever seen explosions before, you might be able to recall that is roughly what they are like. Oh yeah, and of course it's going to die because the coordinate system is based on like the furthest distance between any two mobs, or like the mob position extreme. So yeah, that's alright. That's too much, much too much, delightfully too much. Alright. So, oh, that's even with our. Ooh, wow, that's like the light version. So. Clearly, explosion force is a very small number. Because, bam, those things were Not wasting any time in escaping. So I'm just getting rid of these prints now that we've got a slightly better handle on things. So right. So now, yeah, let's crank explosion force way down. Oh, it was at 10. So I'll just try like 0.5 at first, and yeah, that would explain. Boom! Yeah, look at that. Boom! Mobs just kind of get like knocked up into the air now. Haha. And we can probably go higher than 0.5. Alright, this is fun. I'm enjoying this. Boom, 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 boom. There's no cooldown, so. Just click it as much as I want. Alright, I'm gonna also get rid of the print for button presses because that is working fine now as well. I guess I can leave it in for debug purposes. Or like just comment it out for in case I want it again later. Alright, yeah, and I think actually what is do we have we have 3. So alright, let's just we're putting it down to 1. Okay, yeah, it definitely needs to go higher because the only times it was having like a major effect were the times. It looks like the mob at the epicenter is getting affected more strongly than the others. Like, not just is it going up more than the others, but did I not calculate those comparatively? Normalized magnitude, power, explosion force. I feel like that's correct. Just using the same explosion force, using the same power strength value. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it is right there, dead center. I'll keep an eye out for that, but alright, let's bump it up to 1, for example. If that's noticeable. I mean, it's especially noticeable because of how cramped in everything is. But yeah, look at that one. And maybe that's fine. Maybe the one mob that at the epicenter like gets an extra an extra little something. Huh. How come? Oh, yeah. Yeah? No? Maybe we do want that height restriction. Maybe. No. No? Oh, right. Right. Right? Yeah. Alright, yeah, no, I wanted a clean, like a cleaner way to depict this this vector, but I overlooked something, specifically that regardless of how high the mob is, the explosions should still be focused on the ground. And yeah, I'm gonna put in that height restriction again because it gets really pointless to. Thank you for tuning in, Jarzox, as ever. Oh, whoa, wow. Actually, thank you for reminding me, because I'm going to be late for that thing if I don't leave right now. Yeah, I intend to be back, and I'll probably be working on this again tomorrow as well. So, thank you for tuning in. And, yeah, the games on my website should now work. And also, I tweeted at you the link to the other project in its final form. It's not linked directly from my website because it's not really like a portfolio piece. It's just like a side project. But yeah, you can also just get to it by srsly.bz slash PAYY, pay with an extra Y. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. I really gotta stop. I really gotta stop what I'm doing. But I know the thing that I have to do right here, so I'm gonna do this real quick, and then I'm gonna stop. Even though I'm probably gonna be late because of this, but whatever. I'll find a way to live. X minus that, and then power. Then so position dot x, and then so what I'm doing here is that I'm making the center care about the x and z coordinates of the mob, but it does not care about the y coordinate of the mob. So if the mob is up in the air, the center of the bomb will still, the center of the explosion will still be underground. So regardless of the height of the mobs around that area will still get affected per usual. And then we're also putting in the height restriction. It's not going to be as extreme. It's not going to be as strict, but it is still going to be there because, like, I don't know. Just because. No, just because we don't. Because if mobs get blown so high into the air, we don't care about them. Like, there is a point that we don't care about them. There is a height at which it's like, you know what? No, just let them go. So scan multi, I believe it was this half of the criteria. So that and mobs tail dot transform dot position dot y is less than or equal to 1f. So if they are more than their height in the air, they are exempt. And then we'll press the button a few times. Boom, 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 boom. What? Huh. That's a very different effect. What did I do? Oh, did I not change the explosion force? I don't understand what's happening. Huh. Well, it seems to be having some effect, but it's not having the effect I expected anymore. Did I do what? Oh, I put the explosion above the mobs. They're trying to get blown downwards, but there's the ground there, so you can't get blown into the ground. Yep. And that's because this equation used to be subtraction. It used to involve subtraction, and then it did not involve subtraction anymore. Okay. Anyways. Alright, I'm super late. I'm gonna be super late for the thing that I'm going to. But the good news is, mobs get blowed up. Boom! So that's the good news. And I wonder why sometimes it's like, it just has like a thump. Sometimes it has like that cascading effect. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, wait. Explosion force of 1. Yeah, that's... Alright, wow, that's magical. Whenever your slider values work best at 1, that's always kind of fun. Kind of nice. Wait, yeah, I'm getting that is intensely varied results. I must be miscalculating something. Like that, for example, What are you complaining about? Huh. Oh. What? CT2 is out of range. There's probably something else inherently wrong with this system. Yeah, and there's probably this, I feel like. This probably isn't going to fix the variable size explosions, but it's probably going to fix the... Oh, maybe it did? No. No, those explosions are still very, very, very varied. Very, very varied. Alright, so... we're making progress. Flumph. Yeah, what is the deal with that? What is the deal? It's like it's still above us sometimes. Why? Why? Why would you do that? It's not... Did I accidentally put a random value in there? I put a random value where I didn't want one. So the x term is that. The y term is that. This is the y term. Is this... Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this temporarily. Oh god, why am I still working? Why have I not left yet? Why have I not left? I'm gonna be so late. Or I'm just gonna skip showering. Something like that. Oh god. No, wow, no, I don't have time to do that. Huh. Alright, yeah. Whatever it is, I have to stop. I have to stop now. What is up with that? What is up with that? Ooh-wee. What's up with that? What's up with that? Alright, I'll figure that out tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, probably similar time tomorrow. Still figuring it out. Trying to get a regular schedule going.